Hello students, welcome to the next session of economics. We are discussing the chapter correlation in 10 plus 1 or class 11th, and topic under the correlation chapter is Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation. In the previous session we discussed about the direct method of calculating the correlation. Today in this session we'll discuss about the shortcut method of calculating the correlation with the help of the Carl Pearson's method. So in this method, first we'll see the formula, then we'll proceed for the examples or illustrations of the chapters. So formula R is representing the correlation. R is equal to sigma xy minus sigma xy into sigma y upon n. The formula is sigma xy minus sigma x into sigma y upon n whole upon अंडर रूट सिग्मा एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस सिग्मा एक्स का होल स्क्वायर अपॉन एन इंटू अंडर रूट सिग्मा वाई स्क्वायर माइनस सिग्मा वाई का होल ऑफ स्क्वायर अपॉन एन. So one more time I am going to repeat it for you and you should note it down. The formula R is equal to sigma xy minus sigma x into sigma y upon n whole upon under root sigma x square minus sigma x का upon sigma x whole square upon n into under root sigma y square minus sigma y whole square upon n. We'll use this formula for calculating the now students we will discuss about the illustration related to this formula. Let's see the numerical. The question is we have given here the question, use data given in illustration 1 to find Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation by the shortcut method. This is also called the shortcut method. There are two variables given, x and y, and accordingly as per the above formula we'll calculate the values of sigma x and sigma x square and sigma y and sigma y square, and in the end we'll calculate the sigma xy. So x are given as 50, 54, 56, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 65 and 75, and y are given as 20, 22, 24, 30, 32, 36, 38, 40, 44 and 54. So here what we are going to do, we will calculate the values of sigma x square, sigma y square and sigma xy. Sigma is representing the summation of these columns. So here x, how we are going to calculate x? X is equal to x minus a. The value of a is 60. Why? We have assumed the midpoint in the items given in the x column, and this is also called the method of assumed mean. So we have assumed 60 as a mean in this question for x variables, and in the y variables we have assumed 36 as a variable for the calculation of the value of small y, and we are using the term x minus a and y minus a. A is assumed mean. So similarly next is we will subtract each value of x from the a. A is 60, so 50 minus 60 is minus 10, 54 minus 60 minus 6, 56 minus 60 is minus 4, accordingly minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 5 and 15. When we'll add it, it will get the 0. X square, 10 square 100, 6 का 36, 4 square 16, 2 square 4, 1 square 1, 0 0, 1 square 1, 4, 2 square 4, 5 square 25 and 15 square 225, and sigma x square is 412. Next volume is y. In y the values are, accordingly we'll subtract the each item of y from the 36. So 20 minus 30 is minus 16, minus 14, minus 12, minus 6, minus 4, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 and 18. So the next is y square. For the calculation of y square we will square each value of y. 16 square is 256, 14 square 196, accordingly 12 square 144, 36, 16, 0, 4, 16, 64 and 324. The summation of this column will be 1056, 1056. The last column is xy. in this column we will multiply the values of the columns x and the y, and as we will get minus 10 into 16 160, accordingly 160 84 48 12 4 0 2 8 40 and 270, and sigma xy will be 628. Now the next term is to put the value in the formula we studied above. So here we'll put the value in this formula. So the values will be 628 minus 0 into minus 20 upon 10 whole upon under root 412 and 0 ka whole square upon 10 into 1056 minus minus 20 whole square upon 10. Next row, in the next row the volume will be 628 minus 0 upon 412 minus 0 into 1056 minus 40 is equal to 628 upon 412 into 1016 under root into and is equal to 628 upon 646.99, and when we'll divide 628 by 646.99 we'll get the value 0.97. So here the value will be r is equal to 0.97. So finally we can say there is high degree of positive correlation between series x and series y. After this, student, this is the question number 2. It is your homework question. You can take screenshot of this question and you will solve this in homework. Marks in economics and English are given and you should solve this using this formula in homework. After that, there's a reading part for you all. You will study the step deviation method in the next series, and in the next session we'll discuss about how to calculate the value using the step deviation method, which is the last method under this series of classes. So we will discuss about the step deviation method. The formula is given here and the illustration in the next session. Till then you should prepare the notes and the question of this chapter, and I'll see you in the next session. If there are queries or doubts, we can discuss in the online sessions. Okay students, so see you in the next class.